Hey guys, it's Moni from UFirst Wellness here, and I'm super excited because the UFirst Wellness movement is in full effect. So remember this movement from April 1st to July 1st. We're here to lead and inspire you to put your health and your wealth first. And part of that is doing this inspirational video series. And today we're talking to someone that knows a little thing about a topic that everyone struggled with sometime or another, and that's motivation. So I'm just going to give you the skinny on Ryan really quickly. He is a McMaster Marauder alumni. He was the offensive tackle for the Hamilton Tiger Cats from 2002 to 2007, and then the Winnipeg Blue Bombers from 2008 until you retired in 2011. And yep, personal trainer, certified personal trainer. We actually did our certification together back in the day, and is now the personal trainer regional manager for Good Life. So huge. He is a husband to a beautiful wife, Nicole, and a dad to 3 amazing little kiddos. So someone that knows definitely a thing or two about motivation. And Ryan, when we talked last week or a couple weeks ago, you really resonated with me because we both know that motivation is more than, people just can Google it and say, how can I be motivated to keep working out? How can I stay motivated with my New Year's resolutions and things that I have set out for myself? And now, life is getting busy, and, the fitness regime and the health regime has sort of been put on the back burner. So you can Google that and, buddy up, and there's tips and tricks on the internet. But what do you, from your experience, and obviously in professional athletics and personal training and, being in the gym atmosphere, what are your sort of tips for people that are struggling at this point right now with motivation?
Okay, like when we're talking about motivation, everyone's motivated by different things. Monica, maybe it's a horse. Myself, football. What's that? Am I cutting out?
Nope, you're good.
I think right now what everyone has is they're motivated by something. We have to find that out for everyone. But one advice I give everyone is don't wait for the time where it's a negative experience that draws upon your motivation. So I'll talk about 3 steps that, for me, it's you set a goal, you set a time frame, down. I'll talk about that. Number 2, we act upon our motivation immediately. Number 3, it's you maintain your motivation by committing to your goals. So I'll just break them down and talk about them. So with everyone being motivated different, and the negative experience I talked about, I'm sure we've all been to a wedding and saw a picture of ourselves, and maybe we weren't happy with the...
We hated it.
We went to a doctor's office, and he told us, you know what? You need to lower your blood pressure, your cholesterol, and they don't tell us how to do it, but they tell us we need to make a change. Maybe we've been at a party, and someone's been in great shape, we want it to be like that. Those are kind of situations where you get dumped by your boyfriend and you want to make the change. And I'm telling you, don't wait for that situation. Make a goal today, because everyone has something that they want. Write it down, because when the pen hits the paper, you're more likely to get that goal accomplished.
It makes it tangible, right? It makes it tangible, makes it visual.
But somewhere where you can see it on your fridge, write it down at work, make it so it's a top priority for you, and have that drive when you think about how you're going to accomplish it. The next part is act upon your motivation immediately. How many times have we set a goal? I'm going to start my nutrition. On Monday, everyone starts their goals on Mondays. And when Mondays come, we don't necessarily follow up. For the average person, how many people have... I'm going to start nutrition on Monday. I'm going to start it after my birthday weekend, after my vacation weekend, my New Year's resolution, and it's never today. So my motto in fitness and motivation is to harness that motivation, that energy, and put the word today back in your vocabulary. So when we're talking about today's and not tomorrow's, because all of us have got into the situation where we wanted to do something, but we said we're going to start tomorrow. I'll give you an example. Someone wants a fitness club. Not one time have they wanted to join that fitness club. So I saw that. I'm going right now.
It's true.
What they did, they say in April, in March, in December, I'm going to join. And it's never that day, that second, because we always postpone our goals. And we have people 20, 30, 40 years of inactivity because we've always relied on tomorrows that never come.
Or just life events, right? People always wait for a life event, like, oh, I'm going to do it after the holidays. Well, the holidays are always going to be
Yep.
there. So if you're not going to make it a lifestyle change now, there's always going to be a holiday that's going to be an excuse.
Absolutely right. So right now, like my advice for people when we're in this situation is ask for help. And what we do in life is we know the stages of behavioral change, and to share them with you, you have pre-contemplation. Contemplation, you're thinking about doing it, you're very far away from action. A lot of people in your video are in preparation. They're thinking about doing it, they're very serious about doing it, and they want to make the change, but they're not quite at action yet. My advice to you is jump from preparation to action immediately while you have your motivation. Once you set your goals, the key to the next step is the maintenance.
Right.
Because last step of human nature, it's a relapse. We've all gone through it. I got a snowboard in my garage for sale if anybody would like it. It is one winter I've had a relapse. I am not a professional snowboarder, but I can look. My point to you is the maintenance part is when a personal trainer or some sort of fitness professional can help you get and keep that motivation. The number one thing is not getting motivated, it's keeping motivated. And it's a 3-month window where everyone can work out, but we can't get our results because we're not committed. So the last part is to commit to a fitness program. Write your dates down, and you need to commit for the year. Once you make it past the 9-month mark, you've set habits in place that will keep that motivation for the rest of your life.
Right.
Sorry, go ahead, Moni.
No, I was saying it's exactly right. Love it.
Last point to you is a personal trainer. I can't afford that, and my point to a lot of people is you can't afford not to get a personal trainer or some help. Because I love the commercial online radio. It's a men's weight loss. If you haven't done it already by yourself, you're not going to do it.
Right.
So I'm not praising, but if you have gotten this situation, you need some help to get yourself and keep that motivation. And my last point to you, like I said, is there's a lot of people that go through their whole life, and we're not wishing for faster cars and 5-bedroom houses. We're wishing for the experience we had in our 20s and 30s, but our bodies don't let us do in our 40s, 50s, 60s, and so on. So I need to really get people to reevaluate what we're spending money on, and if it's not your health, you really need to reevaluate what you really want. And if I saw someone on their deathbed, there's not one person that wishes for a Ferrari. But right now, if I sold people $5,000 Ferraris, they'd be flying off the shelves. If I sold them a new body, it wouldn't be the same case.
Right.
So right now, know what you want, write it down, get to action immediately, and make sure you ask for some help.
My big thing
and those are the 3 key factors.
I love it. And the biggest thing I think with personal training that a lot of people think that it's a luxury. They don't think of personal training as really a part of their healthcare regime. They go their natural path, they go to their doctors, they go to their chiropractors, they go to their acupuncturists, but personal training is a luxury. It's kind of held over here when really it can be part of your preventative medicine, part of your healthcare regime, and part of your lifestyle. And there's different ways to integrate it. And people just sort of lose touch with that. So I thank you so much for spending this time with us and talking about your biggest tips. I think they're very inspirational. I think they're leading people in the right direction. I think it's going to make people think a couple of things before they sort of skip out or driving home and say, I'm just going to go straight home and not head to the gym, or to go to their gym and ask the head personal trainer there about the different services that they have to offer. So lastly, if someone is interested in personal training, so what do they do? How do they go about it? Because a lot of people think it's intimidating. They're not sure who to ask, what to do in their gym, etc. So just give a quick little in on that.
You go to goodlifefitness.com. You can contact any club and set up an appointment. Better yet, walk into any club in the area, fitness manager. All of our programs are designed the same, where we take into consideration everyone's strengths, everyone's weaknesses, and we work on your weaknesses so they don't become injuries, just like in a physio setting. And basically our model is body so you can train hard, and it's not a Ferrari and go fast where your body might break down. It's an approach where we put you back together and take into consideration all the little nicks and crannies. No one has no shoulder, back, or knee injuries. There's not one person
What if you have all of them?
It's true. You have all. There's actual rehabilitation. And it's like I said, we're not going to go fast until your body's ready to do that. But walk into any club, ask for the fitness manager, make an appointment, and it's going to be the best experience, a new philosophy, and we show you a prescription, which is a periodized set of month-by-month synopsis of your results and what you should be doing, just like a professional athlete. And I'll tell you this, there's not one professional athlete in the world that doesn't have a personal trainer, and there's no reason why everyone shouldn't have the opportunity to do it. If you think the cost is a factor, you're wrong. If you go in and take a look at it, we have packages for everybody. $200 to work in a foundation program for a couple months. It's really affordable. People just don't ask. And when you ask.
Awesome. So thank you so much for your time. I know you're a busy, busy man. We at UFirst Wellness greatly appreciate it, and much love. Thank you so much.